Hey everybody, it's May. Today I need to set up my social media planner for the first month. This is a new planner, and I'm going to set up the beginning pages for the yearly overview. So if that seems interesting, just stay tuned. Okay guys, so I did purchase this planner, and I went ahead and started setting it up. Those little clear things when you order a custom cover from Erin Condren. So as you can see, I did order, I showed these in a haul video. I've ordered them for, I think through Spring and a Patriotic. What I did was I just put a shipboard in the background, and is that how you say it? I don't know. Wood, my peoples. And I put a cupcake in the rows, and then of course my logo on it. So let's go ahead and look at this planner. I went ahead and started setting some things up. I'm gonna have to leave my planner cover open. Good Lord, can't even talk today, y'all. So let me see if I can get y'all in here just a hair. So what I did was I went ahead and I pulled the clear covers that I asked them to put on it to the back, so it's more secure when it's in my Moterm cover. So inside I put the words Black Mountain Plans. I put a new tater doodle in here beside the word plans, and I put one of the stickers I had made when I made a mistake on the holiday sheet and sent it out to people. I hadn't finished it using it up. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, when these released on $2 Tuesday, I think like back in September, I think is when it was, the Christmas wasn't on here. So I sent out like a little 3x3 card with some deco and some little copy things and a couple of the words that said Christmas, the labels for here. The reason this is in my planner cover is because Alexander reminded me I didn't need to write out all these holidays in my Hobonichi Plan With Me because I got a holiday sheet. It's like, durr. So yeah, we're going to be using it. So yesterday I was working a whole lot on my website on Shopify, and I don't want to do like every planner shop wants to show that pretty feminine desk, you know, with the coffee cup and the keyboard and all that. That's not me. I don't want to be anything that I'm not. I thought about what says me in my head other than my design desk. That's where I work. You know, that's not something I want to glamify and put like a picture on my website. So I like the mountain scene that I have in my original logo for Black Mountain Plans. And I am a squirrel. So I was like, how do I reach my goals if I'm a squirrel and I'm like trying to get to the top of the mountain? And so I kind of thought about it, and this is what I came up with. I used that background. I took my logo off and I put a really cute squirrel in there. And this is actually on my website. So since it's in my social media planner, I print this out and I want to see it on here. I whited out where it says Plum paper. It says, plans and goals can stack up as tall as mountains. To reach the top, we have to remember even the smallest steps will eventually lead to the summit. And I think it's cool because the smallest steps, you know, it's a squirrel. So, yeah, this is what I want to put on my, my first page here. So, let's lay it down and hope I don't screw it up. Alright. And if I do, it's removable, so that'd be alright. So anyway, and the letters, I outlined them, and I wanted the imperfections outlined around the words. I did it in another section in here too. I like it. It's me, and I didn't want vinyl. I mean, I could cut vinyl. I own vinyl, but that's like everybody. I didn't want to do that. I wanted to use what was in my stash, and I wanted to, you know, do my own thing. And I think that's the most important thing about our planners. We don't need to confine ourselves to what is the norm and what is everyone doing. We don't have to use the same kits that everyone's using. We can literally use what's in our stash. We don't have to buy stickers if you don't want to. My goal is just to make them super pretty so that way you guys actually want to open your planner and try to do the plans you write down. God knows I'm trying to. So here's the 2024 overview. And this is, let me zoom back out just a hair. Let's see if I can, oh good Lord. Alright, so let me get in frame just a little bit better. So this is the way I did my 2024. I used my tater doodles that I do for my release schedule. And I used the stickers that you guys will see in the haul video for tomorrow. the new multicolored square sticker pack from Erin Condren. I would suggest, as much as I love to throw packaging away, do not throw this packaging away. These boogers have a tendency to scratch, if you know, and yeah, that's true with their previous ones, the circles. So it was just something I noticed, you know, over time as I used them. They will have a tendency to scratch, especially if you just throw these in a drawer, more stickers on top, they're going to end up getting scratched. So I would literally put them back in the package if I were you, just saying. So Budget Kits is going to be annotated with the hot pink square. And the reason why is because I'm a hot mess when it comes to budgeting. I'm going to do my best. I'll order a planner. It actually just arrived a few minutes ago by UPS. It wasn't supposed to come tomorrow. I'm super stoked. So, the budget releases, I've already went ahead and, like, in my mind, these are tentative at the moment. They could change, is where the budget releases are. Then I have the light peach color for Etsy releases. And then when I release, the same kits, you know, in Shopify, it's got like the light blue that's kind of like in the other part of my logo, the one that's on the cover, you know, this light blue, and I put the metallic gold square around it. As you can see, starting in April, the Shopify will get the newest kits 1 week before Etsy. Faith kits are purple because in my mind, Jesus is the king, and you know, purple is royalty. $2 Tuesdays is going to be annotated by this little darker green square. In my brain, since I was a kid, every time I think of the word Thursday, the color orange pops up in my head. So orange is for Throwback Thursday, and the mystery kit is like a cross between a mustard and a sage. So I just put my own washi in here, you know, of course, my favorite, lots and lots of coffee. And I put one in the new tater doodles that I showed you guys where he's drinking, you know, an iced coffee. And, yeah. So the other page was where they already had the, you know, January through December. And it actually goes this way, 6 months at a time. That's not the way my brain works. Let me see if I can zoom out just a hair more. My brain works better going straight across. I don't like to mess up just one page and then have to wait, you know, 6 months later to mess up this one. Let's mess them up together. That's just the way my brain works. So I went ahead and put my own washi at the top. I used an extra sheet of script stickers, you know, that comes with your free monthly. I had some from last year. I think this was kit number... Don't get me lying, I don't know. So anyway, I put January through June, and then July through December, and this is where I'm going to track my followers and subscribers for the year 2024. So you are getting another little sneaky peek, because I got to finish, you know, setting this section up, because these are releasing on Tuesday. So let me go ahead and get them out. I need to get Lucifer as well. Okay, so the first one I'm going to show you is a little tater doodle with TikTok. Okay, so we're going to put him in. And then I am going to be posting on Pinterest. I'm going to be putting my stickers organized in boards. So we got a tater doodle with Pinterest. And I would hope that you guys would follow me over there. Then I have tater doodles with Facebook. So I can remember to actually, you know, say something to my people in my Facebook group. And then I do have, you know, the YouTube and the Instagram are already on here. So this is the YouTube, if you hadn't seen it in the other video. Oh, focus. Oh, I don't know if it's my camera or if it's just being a jerk. But anyway. And then here are the Shopify ones. So, yeah. I think that was all I had. I had Etsy as well. You know, Etsy's down here. And the reason I put Etsy in the middle with these wonky arrows I had left over from the Apple Harvest Kit was because you can actually follow my shop on Etsy. So let me zoom you back in. Can you see it now if I zoom back in? Yeah, you can. Haha. And you can see the little YouTube right there. Alright, so let's go ahead and get these boogers down, because I want to write down the followers and subscribers for real for these social media, I guess, channels, pages, whatever. I don't know. What do you call them, peoples? What do you call them? I don't know. I'm not good at social media. And so I've been racking my brains trying to think of everything I could to make me want to actually do my social media. So, yeah. I'm really proud of myself. I've been really thinking it out. I just, you know, I'm pretty much trying to remember that if I make it pretty and I actually check it every day, I'm most likely to keep going with it. So I'm hooking it up my style. This is not for everybody. I mean, you don't have to order a whole bunch of little tater doodles to do your thing. But, you know, if you can make it super cute and you think Tater's adorable, which I'm so biased when it comes to that, then yeah, knock yourself out. Let's go for it. Let's doodle it up. Now, they are also sold as itty bitties without Tater on them. So if that's more your style, which would probably be a lot of people's style, you know, I think it's a really cool way to write down some of your social media information. And I think that if I'm really checking it and posting and trying to remember to comment, you know, I'm going to be catching my flow with it. So, or at least that's what the hope is, right? So I'm getting the Pinterest ones on first, as well as TikTok. And then I'll go back and do Facebook. And I think that's all I have to put on after this. It's just Facebook. Okay, so... And I give myself 2 lines for everything, you know, because sometimes I write big and sometimes I don't. Do y'all find that y'all's handwriting changes depending on your mood or whatever? I know mine does. Mine just goes all to pieces. I want to say there was something else I was supposed to be doing. I think there was. Let me think. Was there only 5? It might only be 5, guys. It might be all it is. My brain's wanting to tell me it's more than 5, but... we'll see. I know I wrote my scripts out right, so if I find a script I didn't make a doodle for, then yeah. I didn't do Snapchat. That's not my thing. I don't even mess with Snapchat. I don't have Patreon, so I don't have to worry about that. And yeah, I don't know what other stuff is. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know. So let's get the Facebook one, because I do believe that that's the last one to worry about. And I just think they look super cute. It's just a really neat place. It's like, I want to see things grow, and I just think it would be super cute to do it that way. And I don't really care, you know. Okay, why are you still on here, my man? You got to go. We'll put him over there so I can use him again. Just stuck him in my little drawer set over here. I just think that if it's set up super cute, then I will definitely want to do it. At least that's what my hope is. Because, y'all, I was being a nerd about it last year. I was trying to read articles. I was trying to figure out what's the best way to do it. Honestly, at the end of the day, even if I found a manual that did a step-by-step for me, the truth is it's not going to work for me. It's just not. The only way I'm going to do it is if I'm just myself. And, yeah. So, like, when I started YouTube, everybody's like, oh, you can't, you know, just have long videos all the time. You guys, I'm long-winded. If you don't like it, you change the channel, you pause it, you come back. You know what I mean? I got my regulars, and my regulars like my style, so I just figured that all my social media should be literally my personality and my style. So I think it's gorgeous. I love it. I wish I could flip them, but you can't, because, you know, then you can't flip the images. You know what I mean? Because then your P's backwards and your F is backwards, so it just doesn't work. I wish it did. It would have been awesome. But anyway, here is for my followers and subscribers. Y'all know I get out of frame. Okay, so let's zoom out just a hair. I'm doing my best, my peoples. I'm doing my best. I think that's good. Okay, so then the next page was just blank. So I went ahead and did it in the same style. Looks like I got to do the same thing again. So January through December. So this is for the number of channel posts and videos. So like on Instagram, how many times did I post? YouTube, how many videos did I get up for the month? That way I can see that I'm consistent and it's getting better, if that makes any sense. Hopefully that did. So, yeah. Somebody was telling me to just repurpose my content, and I'm like, well, duh, even I know that. And y'all seen the way I did a couple of the TikToks when I was doing them there for a minute. I got out of it because, you know, Betty, Black Friday, Christmas, things got real in my life, like, really quick. And then, I just got out of the habit of it. Basically, what I do is I take a Play With Me video and I zoom that booger through. Put some cool music with it, and we call it a day. Because that's about, it's about the only way I know to do the darn thing. I am not going to lie to you. Like I said, it may not be the right way, but that's the way I was doing it. And I ain't got no problem with it. Let's get TikTok going across so I don't screw up. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, I think it's super cute, and I like the way I outlined the words, and didn't use vinyl and didn't make a sticker because we all know I kid, and I didn't wanna. I did not wanna. I coulda. But I've been working on Shopify, and yesterday, I'll get into that with the actual plan with me that starts for February 1st. I am skipping the 29th to the 31st, and I'm really, really proud of myself. I did the part that scared me the most. And since that's done, everything's good. You know what I mean? So, yeah. But I like the way I'm setting up this little planner. I think it's so cute. It so is. And I've had some people say, well, I've been going to your website and there's nothing going on. Well, it's password protected now, my peoples, because there's actual graphics, photos. Today we're going to get into some listings on it. So I password protected it until I'm ready for everybody to be able to see it. If that, you know, I don't want to show off my site until it's ready, you know. What's the point of that? That's no fun. So yeah. Plus, I'm really worried about it. No, 2 of them came off. Don't do that. Let's put this little booger back on there. You came right up the bottom. You just couldn't wait, could you? Alright, so let's get the Facebook on and we are good. In case you didn't know, I do have a Facebook group. I don't post that often. I am hoping that will definitely be changing. My goal is to post at least 4 times a week. The easiest way to do that is literally to let you guys know that there's new listings in the shop or there's a new video on YouTube. And that will get me in the groove of, you know, getting into the group more often every day. And I do intend to start doing some little freebies over there. I've got a couple of ideas. I'm going to swing them past people. It might be that you get a free sheet when you place your order if you give me your name and I check that you are a member of the Facebook group. Or it could be that you get like a crazy good discount, like 35% off your next order. Something like that. I'm going to come up with something. So this is where I'll put the actual times that I posted and did videos, not when I respond to comments. Okay, so then the last page is what I totally suck at, which is hashtags. So I figured a really cute little reference page right here for me to refer to when I am posting social media. So if you've never seen a Plum paper vertical columns, it's got the monthly layout. This is the neutral, okay, with no color. And I did get the 12-month planner, but I ripped out January because I didn't post in January. So, this is, where's the dashboard? I didn't even show it. Dashboard, I wish the month was right here on the tab, but, you know, it's not. It's your dashboard. So, this is the way the plain dashboard looks. And then here's your monthly. And then, okay, let's go to a week that's not blanked out. And then here is your sidebar. And I do an add-on specific for your sidebar. I do add-ons. You can get 2 different choices for the Plum paper vertical. You can do the brush strokes, or you could do the strips. And then, you know, you just got lines. And down here, I didn't want any of the personalization. I just left it the way it came. Took the color and took the I just went in neutral with no color. And then down here, you got like little check boxes. And this is basically just a setup for the Plum paper vertical columns. Now, the kits I designed for the vertical columns are the exact same. They fit perfectly in the hourly, the 7x9 hourly, and the 7x9 May layout. So if you have one of those 3 planners, the Plum paper weekly kit will fit your planner. Okay, so let's go ahead and set up this monthly. Okay, so we're going to set up the February monthly dashboard and the monthly kit. So here was the freebie, in case you guys didn't know what the freebie for this was. I'm going to be using the Be Mine kit, number 57. Okay, let me get all my pieces out here. I got them all over the place. So, this is sheet A, and it is a Monday start. So you've got your day squares, some labels, some full boxes, and your top header washi. And then here is sheet B with your sidebar for your monthly, some scripts, some bill dues, and some appointment labels, and a few icons up here. And then you've got some better icons over here. and then some circle dots, some more scripts. You got I chose the plain deco dashboard, well, deco box. And then you've got these little strips right here that will fit in here. So that is a look at the monthly. You can also get the washi to, cover up the extra days of the month that doesn't have, that are not in the month. You always get free scripts that coordinate with your kit. And then you can get either the colorful or the modern size circles, or you can get these that are a little bit smaller for like if you have the neutral, because you don't have circles in here anymore. So that's what I'm going to be using. All right, so let's just go ahead and get the stuff that I would need for the dashboard. Alrighty. What do I want for the dashboard? Okay, basically all I want is these darn washi strips. That's all I want. Because I'm going to show you what I'm going to do. First of all, I'm just going to go ahead and lay this booger. This is on the side of your sheet. This is the washi that I use. It's just literally the washi that's on the side of your page. And if you'll notice on sheet B and sheet C, it's the exact same washi. Woo! Way out of frame. It's the exact same washi so that you can coordinate both sides of the pages. That way I didn't have to do like a whole extra sheet, Alright, where's my little slice? There we go. My ring is turned backwards. Means I'm not swelling so much anymore, so I'm going to have to change out my rings. Okay, so we got that booger on there. Alright, so what I did do is I really hooked this up today for something that I need for me. I printed a sheet of the things that I need to do. I am opening my website in March, and there are things that I must do every single day in order to be able to get the website open. Yes, this is a social media planner, but the reason why this information is going to be in here is because this is kind of like a separate design schedule. If you want to, it's like I don't know, it's like where I'm doing my listing photos for my website, right? So I have over 1,600 listings at the moment in Etsy, which is crazy amounts of listings that I will have to go through and get everything ready for. Hang tight, I lost my sheet. Y'all, I paper clipped it with Snoopy. It was like, where's my paper? So basically what I did was every single day, I need to get one of my planner options or one of my sections that I already have in Etsy, plus the April and the May release, ready and over in Shopify. So there's a Shopify column and then there's an Etsy column. Okay, so let's see if I put it here. Let's go all the way up. Okay, so let's put the washi on first so I know where I want to center it. That works for me. I need to double check where I have my honeycombs. Oh, there's hearts on it, so you'll know what direction. Okay. So, yeah, I want to cover up that whole February section. I don't want to see it. And like I said, I just really want to start doing content that shows the way I would do things. Because if you've been with me for a while, you know that this is only my second year using a planner. It's crazy. I started making planner stickers and didn't even use a planner. We won't get into that, but I mean, I had a doggy treat business and didn't even own a dog at the time. I just do things weird. I don't want to be a cookie cutter shop, okay? I think you guys already know that by the way I do things and by what I offer and the way I offer things, but I just want to make sure that I'm never becoming like everybody else. Not that that's a bad thing, like they say on Seinfeld. Not that that's a bad thing. It's just, it's not my style, and I don't want to change the way I am. So, we've got this in, and the only thing I want to do here is I went ahead and went through my stash. I forgot to print these out, because at the time, I didn't know I was going to do it this way. They have all these little check boxes, and I made sure that it was only 29. So I went and pulled the Sassy Ladybug, and I'm going to use these pink ones right here. Is this the ones I'm going to use? Yeah, it's the ones I'm going to use. And I'm just going to stick these little boogers in here for each day of the month. Okay? That way, I know on that day of the month, I have something to do in each shop. So I'm going to fast forward you through this section, and then we'll be right back. Okay, guys, so I was fast forwarding you, and then I had a senior moment. So anyway, what I did was I went ahead, I rewatched my footage, right? And I was like, I didn't explain that well. The reason I'm putting Shopify task in here and Etsy task in here, even though this is social media, is because when you have a Shopify website, it is very easy to integrate your social media through your website. So the first bottleneck to get out of the way is to get products from Etsy over into Shopify. Unfortunately, the listing photos that I have saved for Etsy do not come over nicely into Shopify. There are different pixel ratios, and so that means I have to open each individual kit. I have to download them from Dropbox. I have to redo them. And while I'm redoing them, I am also going to go ahead and they got to be in Shopify, so that's all the pink dots. I'm going to make sure that they're in the Cricut collections so that when someone orders from either Shopify, my own website, I need to stop saying Shopify. Somebody said, I don't know how to shop on Shopify. It just means it's my website. It'll be blackmountainplans.com. So it'll be my website that they'll be in Cricut collections. That way when you order from my website or from Etsy, I can immediately process the order. I know that everything is up to date in Cricut. And then I need to put those files back into Dropbox. I always save my files because you just never know. So Shopify's goals this month are these planner options. I'm going from January through the newest release when the website opens. I am not doing last year's kits. They will come later. I'm opening the website with just 2024's kits, including the Throwback Thursdays. I'm sorry, my camera was doing something weird. So the goals in Shopify this month are to get from the large Plum paper monthly all the way down to my faith. There are more things that have to go in, but there's only 29 days in February. So the goals are to be getting these options, all the kits that go with them, into Shopify, into Cricut collections, into Dropbox, saved the way I want them because they're kind of haphazardly filed, and then into Etsy. Because I'll be making some of the newer releases at the same time. So there won't be a check on every blue dot, but pretty much. So, the Etsy side, I figure while I'm in Etsy and I'm checking out all the lists, each individual option and listing, I might as well update my listings, update my tags, update my prices, and my photos. So those are why these dots are here. Okay, so that takes care of this. And I think every month, there's not enough room in my A5 Hobonichi Cousin to put this kind of information every single month. There's going to be templates that I want to set up for social media so that way as I make listing photos, I can drag them over and batch, a lot of content. So each month on my dashboard, there'll be a big project of something I need to do. But until the website's open, it's pretty much going to be like this. So let's go ahead and set up this side. Okay, so we're back to the monthly kit. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stick this right up in here. And I'm just going to try to make it short. It goes, whoops, it's going to go all kinds of wonky. I don't want it to go all kinds of wonky. Alright, I'm not going to be using the circles because they're not already in the dashboard printed like they are in the colorful. And I don't know. It was requested that I put the circles back in, but it's not my deal, so I'm not even going to attempt to use it. I've tried in the past, and I just don't even use it. So, I am going to be using the little piece of washi that was left over from my Hobonichi Monthly. And it goes along with the kit, so I'm going to go ahead and just put my washi straight on across. And let me see. I'm going to cut it right about there. Okay. And then I'm going to cut it right there. And I'm going to cut it right there. Come on. There we go. So let me get my loose spurs and get that little middle bit out. Okay. Which looks like, okay. I was like, I know I cut it. There we go. And I do not like, I can see that booger. So let me get out of whipper. Let me pull this up. Oh, forgive the messages, guys. I forgot the phone was on vibrate. So here we go. Just gonna whip her out that line, and then we're gonna put my washi right on back down. Here we go. So let's see. Do I have another little piece of washi that I want to use? Left over from another kit? Do I? Yes, I do. I'm gonna take it from my Plum Paper Monthly Sheet A. And I'm just gonna pull that right there. I've got little headers, you know, for the dashboard page. It says thanks to remember events, birthdays, projects. But they're just not gonna work for me. I've tried using them before when I was doing my personal planner in this type of Plum paper. And I don't use it. So I think it's just better if I just label the sections whatever I want to label them and see how that's gonna work out. Because it's not working so much at the moment. Okay, so what I am going to do... Oh, do y'all hear Tater Tot in there? He is just losing his mind. Good gravy. That dog. I'm telling you. I'm looking to see if I've got some larger scripts here. No. So, ooh, I'm going to end up cutting myself. Let me move that. Let me shut my little drawer. Okay. So right here, I'm just going to put notes. Because I guarantee you I have a ton of them. And I'll name these sections whatever I need to as I go along for the month. I will do a flip at the end of the month to show you how far I got on my big old project and what I did end up putting over here, because it is seriously my goal to make sure that I use the dashboard. I was watching too many videos trying to figure out how people use their dashboard. It seems like nobody really knows how to use their dashboard. So, you know... the best remedy to that is figure out your own way. I mean, try it, see how it works, and then go with it. You know, if it's working, that's the way you need to use it. And I am going to put that piece of deco right there because, you know, why not? Okay, so let's go ahead and get this monthly part on. Whoops. And then I will call this video done. I'll come back and do the plan with me after I post this. So, here we go. Y'all, this camera, good gravy. Alright, so the Plum paper puts the days of your week like cattywamped in there. So basically what I do is I go to the very top of the page and I line it up with this black line and I just go all the way over. And I said to the top of the page, didn't I? So let's flip it around so I can see. Alright, first of all, got a number 1 up here. It says, you know what? I know I'm supposed to be using that cutting board so I can see color. So let's do it. Let's get the color in here. That way it's easier to just do what you gotta do. It's always easier to put your date square down after you get your washi on, because it is going to cover up just your top row of date dots. See how beautiful that looks? I love it. So like I said, when you go get that on, lay down. Then you can get your little 1 right there on the Thursday. And it's always going to blend. That's why this line is always going to be the color of your date dots. Okay? So let's do the other side. I see I was a hair off on the other one, but you know what? I'm actually okay with it. I can dig it. Alright, so let's get this side on. I don't know if I'm going to be using the sidebar. Let me make sure that I got this right. Yep, I I do. Okay. So, once you get that on, if you decide you want to use the dashboard, let me go ahead and do it just in case, because it's been a minute since I planned in this planner. I don't like to see the calendar. Excuse me, allergies today. I got my windows open and it's getting to me. Alright. Come on now. Let go. Don't pull tight. Because it is a lot easier if you just lift your top washi and tuck it. That was a trick from Celeste and I have stolen it because it's an amazing idea. See? So you just tuck your little dashboard right there, and that's where I use that script that says this month to just cover up that little seam. And there we go. Okay. So, Alright. So, I guess I should do, I'm not going to put anything but this month here. Normally I would put this month, priorities, next month, but I don't. I just want this month, and I think I just want my date dots. I think that's actually all I want in this planner. I'll probably do some Deco Pretties. I'll probably stop the camera and then come back and show you what Deco Pretties I put on. But at the moment, there is absolutely nothing in the calendar view that I know that I want to track in here. Because this is not my budget planner. This is not my personal planner. This is just my social media. So, I guess the releases would be cool because that's something I have to post, you know, that is on social media that, the releases are in the shop. So, I guess that would be something I put in here. But, yeah, I don't think I'm going to be tracking bills, anything personal whatsoever in this monthly section. I could put my total views in my Etsy shop daily on the monthly calendar. That could probably work. Because I was tracking that for a while, and I know what days to throw sales on and what days that you guys are mostly in the shop. And you would always think it would be the weekend. It's actually not the weekend. It's the middle of the week that people, you know, tend to hit your Etsy shop, or at least mine. So I'll probably track it in here too. I could put like how many orders, how many total views, how many favorites, because that's information that you get daily from Etsy. You can always go on your dashboard and check it out, and that'd be something cool to like write in here. And maybe later I could cross, I don't know if Shopify does that on the dashboard. I would assume it does, but I don't know that for sure, so I'm not going to say it does. If you guys know, leave me a comment, let me know. But it'd be kind of cool to cross-reference it to see, like, on Etsy, is it the same or is it super different for the days of the week? You know what I mean? Like, for the traffic through your site. So, I don't know if I'm going to cover up the extra days. I just don't know. Thinking probably not. So what am I thinking? I'm thinking probably not. I am going to use my little labels across here. I know I'm going to put them in some Deco Pretties. Like I said, I'm going to stop the camera and then come back and show you what I did. Because this video is getting super long, or at least before it's edited, it's super long. So we'll see. But I'm really happy with this. I like the way that everything's turning out in here. I like that I can have a big project going on in a planner instead of papers on my desk, because that's where I run into problems. I write things down on papers, and then I'm a clean freak. I take care of the studio every night, and if I'm tired, I just, you know, trash everything, and I don't even, I think I'm looking through everything to make sure I got stuff that I'm supposed to say, but it's not always the case. Sometimes I throw away stuff I really needed note-wise, and it's a pain in the butt. So I'm looking on my monthly sheets to see if there's anything left that I want to use. I don't think that I want to track, like I said, the trash, anything like this. I could put, we could do this over here on the dashboard. We could put goal 1, 2, and 3. I don't even know if I'd have that many goals. Goal 1. Could probably use that section for 2 different things. Just give yourself 2 goals, girlfriend. Just 2 goals, because I know that's going to be a to-do list. So, that's easy. Probably priorities would be the best thing to stick right there. And yes, I do have one of those longer, you know, things that say projects, events, and birthdays, but yeah, I'd rather use up the scripts. I think they're cuter. So I'm going to go ahead and pause the video, and I'm going to lay down the holiday labels and some Decor Pretties, and I'll show you what I came up with. Okay, guys, sorry it took so long, although y'all were paused, right? So what I did was I did put in the release schedule because I'll be posting it on social media, so I felt it was relevant to have it in here as well. I put in some Decor Pretties for me and Malin's birthday. I put in the Valentine's True Love coffee cup, a Mardi Gras puppy, and over here, I did go ahead and block out some extra days at the bottom, but up here I used the full box and the other full box. I want to put Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, and TikTok information in here so that I don't have to flip to the very front if I want a quick reference. Or it might be the post, or it might be the subscribers and followers. I'm not sure what exactly I'm wanting to put into here. But I do know that probably won't be posting on Pinterest just yet this month of February, because I need to create some boards, and what I'm going to do is go into Canva and go ahead and get my templates ready for the different planner options and things that I offer. So far, this is how I have set up my new planner for 2024 for social media. This is my monthly overview. This is my dashboard, my huge project that's going on. And then here's where I've got the hashtags, the number of channel posts and videos, the followers and subscribers, and of course all my release dates and that information, and the cute little squirrel in the mountain that's on my website, or you guys will see it on the website, and then my name on the name page. So I'm sorry it was a little long of a video, but it was the first time I was setting it up, and I'll come back tomorrow and we'll actually set up this week's Plan With Me for social media. So until I see you again, bye!